Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make a spaghetti squash with meat ragu. So let me give you the ingredients. For my ingredients, we're gonna need a spaghetti squash, and then I'm gonna show you the steps. Also, on the meat, it's gonna be optional for the meat ragu. You can always do the turkey or lean meat, and also with the bacon. If you're on diet, you can substitute the bacon for the turkey bacon. That's gonna be optional, or you can omit it in general. One Mexican calabacita. You can always use the zucchini. One tomato, dice. 4 garlic cloves minced. Half an onion minced also. 2 bay leaves. And also I got some celery. So 2 sticks, dice it up. And I got carrots. So this is a rainbow carrot. So this one you're gonna find them in the organic section. So they come like this. And I'm just gonna use these 2. So it's 1 of each, dice it up. And also for my ingredients, we're gonna need this one. It's gonna be optional, or you can always use this, same thing. And also we're gonna use this one for the pasta, so spaghetti seasoning. Then salt, pepper to taste, some olive oil, and also a hot pan. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna cut our squash. So I'm gonna wash it off and rinse it, and then come back and show you the next step. So what I did, I just cut it in half. Just be careful when you cut it because it's kind of hard on the shell. And then we're gonna remove the seeds, and we're gonna reserve them to roast them also. So since we have the oven already hot, we're gonna put them in the oven. We're already having a sprout inside. Look at this. So we're gonna grow this one. We were just talking about it, and I'm gonna put them on the side because we're gonna grow that one. I was telling my son that we're gonna save some seeds for plant them next year, and guess what? We got a sprout. So we're gonna put them in the soil, that one, and then I'll show you the progress. So what we're gonna do, just gonna remove your seeds. Just gonna use my hands, it's gonna be easier. And we're gonna toast them also. So as you can see, it has a lot of strings like a spaghetti. So as soon as we cook it, we're gonna grab a fork and we're gonna just go like this. It's gonna be like a spaghetti strings. So you're gonna have your oven preheated, the 450, and then we're gonna season these ones and show you the next step. We were cleaning our squash, we found a lot of sprouts. So I was telling my son that we're gonna do some planting for next year, but guess what? He just got it right now, so we're just gonna right now add a little soil and let them grow, and then we're gonna put them outside. So I'm gonna show you the process in growing later on. So I'm just gonna add some water, wash my hands, and come back. So what we're gonna do, you're just gonna add some oil all around, and then you can season it outside if you want, but it's gonna be optional. So in the inside, I got this one with this one, and then the other one with this other seasoning. But you can always use whatever you want. It's gonna be optional, or you can mix it up. So that way you have nice flavors on it. Same with the spaghetti. We're gonna use it on the ragu too. But so salt, pepper. We got the pepper already, and then you're just gonna flip it over, and we're gonna cook it for about 30-35 minutes, or until it's done. You got your oven preheated at 450. So we're gonna put them in the bottom shelf, half an hour, and we'll come back and show you the next step. Now we're gonna render our fat of the bacon. You're gonna have your pan already preheated, and since this meat, it doesn't have any fat on it, my wife bought it with no fat. And if you don't have any fat, the meat is gonna be tough. So we need to tenderize it, and then we're gonna remove the excess of fat. So we're gonna render our fat over here, get it nice and crispy, and then we're gonna add the bacon, where we're gonna remove the bacon. We're just gonna get the flavor out. And then I'm gonna show you the next step. We have our bacon getting rendered over here. We're gonna utilize that time and we're gonna toast or roast our seeds. So I put some olive oil. Then you can season it however you like with salt, pepper to taste. You can always use paprika if you like, or the same ingredients. So I'm using this paprika, and we're gonna toast them. You can always use cayenne if you like, make more a little spicier. And then this one, we're just gonna roast them at the end. It's gonna take about 10 minutes to roast them. So in the meantime, we got this here, and we're just gonna let them put them in a tray, and then we're gonna roast them. Okay, so leave that on the side. I got my bacon almost done, and then we're gonna remove the bacon and add the meat. Like I say, you can leave the bacon on it or you can remove it. So we're gonna remove the whole fat from here, and half of the bacon we're gonna take it out because we're gonna use it like a garnish after. So we're gonna move this bacon. You can always let it crisp a little more if you like. Also, we're gonna leave some of the bacon here, so we got some flavor. And then you're gonna remove the excess of the fat. And then we're gonna start searing our meat. So I'm gonna remove the fat and come back. You're gonna add the meat and you're just gonna let it cook for about a couple minutes. And then what I did, I put just a little bit fat in here because we don't have any fat. But don't worry, we're gonna remove it later when we start skimming out all the fat in the factory. So it's okay if you leave some bacon fat or oil, and then we're gonna remove it. So after you let it cook for a few minutes, you're gonna add the bay leaf and the onion and cook it for about a few more minutes, and then we're gonna come back, add the garlic and the rest of the ingredients. Now you're gonna add the celery and the carrots. And the same thing, you're just gonna let it cook for a few minutes until they get a little soft. And then you're gonna add the tomatoes and the seasoning. So at this point, we're gonna season it in the beginning, and then we're gonna check our seasoning in the middle and at the end, because it's gonna boil and it's gonna simmer. So you can always season it at the end if you like, or in between. However you want to do it's fine. So salt, pepper to taste. And we're just gonna let it cook a little bit. And then add the tomatoes, so that way they start making the paste. So we're gonna let them cook for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna add the water and bring it to boil. After you add the tomato, you're gonna add the fresh herbs and a little chili flake. So this one has chili flakes, just a little bit. Now we're gonna add water, 1 quart of water. Make sure it's cold, so that way it coagulates all the fat, and that's gonna be easy to remove. You can always season it after, so that way you don't remove the seasonings. But also you can do it before, so that way you get the flavor out, the herbs and everything, and then you can either way. So we're gonna bring it to boil. Then simmer, and this is gonna be ready in about 20 minutes. So before it hits half an hour, what I did, I just flip it over. It's almost done. So we had it on the bottom. Now we're gonna put them in the middle, and we're gonna keep them 15 minutes. Okay. So in the meantime, we're gonna check our ragu. So when it's high boiling, we're gonna remove all the fat and the scum. So just put them on the side, and as soon as start boiling hard, now you're gonna add you're gonna lower your heat and let it reduce. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little tomato seasoning, because it's not giving me the color that we're looking for. So, or you can always use tomato paste. It's gonna be optional. So I'm gonna remove all these toxins, and then we're gonna come back and finish our ragu. We're 5 minutes away, and what I did, we're gonna put our seeds in the middle, so the way they don't burn on the top and the bottom. And as you can see, our squash is almost done. See, it's just a little bit undercooked in the middle, but you can see the spaghetti strings. So we're just gonna let it finish cooking, and we're gonna come back and finish our video. We're 5 minutes away, and now we're gonna add the zucchini or the calabacita, and we're just gonna let it cook, and then we're gonna come back and start serving our plate. And we're just gonna take it out and let it rest. So in the meantime, we have our ragu ready, and we're just gonna let it cool down a little bit. You can serve it inside the squash, or you could put them in a plate. However you want to do, it's going to be optional. This is ready, and the toasted seeds, they're done. Nice and crunchy. We're going to come back and plate. That you let it rest a little bit. Like I say, you can serve it in the same shell, or you can just put them on the plate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them a quick saute with the ragu. As you can see, it looks like a spaghetti. Okay, so you got your spaghettis right here, and we're just gonna serve it back in here with the meat ragu. So I'm gonna grab my saute pan, give them a quick saute, and finish. Well, like I said before, you can plate it inside the shell or in a regular plate. So as you can see, it's just like a spaghetti. That's why it is called a spaghetti squash. And what you're gonna do, you're just gonna put them in the ragu, just like any other pasta. See? So you're just gonna scrape it all off, and you can leave some inside the shell. As you can see, just like a spaghetti. Give them a quick saute. And you can add as much as ragu do you want. You can finish it with some Parmesan cheese if you want. That's gonna be optional. And then we're just gonna plate it. So we're gonna take this to the pan over here, Antigo. Right here. And you can plate it however you like. Like I say, you can leave it on the shell, and then just put it back in here. More a rustic style. So hopefully you guys like this video on how to prepare the spaghetti squash, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me in Chef Alex Perez 34, Chef Alex Perez Facebook, also on Instagram as a Chef Alex Perez 34, and now we're gonna do TikTok also. So Chef Alex Perez 77. So then just finish it with the bacon if you like. Toast seeds, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Enjoy, comment and like, and hopefully you guys like this video. Look at this, beautiful. Enjoy. Thank you.